Hello, and welcome to Hypnotic Kicks channel. After the World Cup loss, the Brazil national squad coach TT is not going to continue, and Brazil is looking for a new coach. The press are speculating a lot of names, and in this video we are going to debate who could be next Brazilian coach. But before that, if you like football, soccer, please subscribe to our channel and like our video. We are just starting this channel, and we want to bring a lot of great contents for you to enjoy. So, after the Brazilian loss, the Brazilian Confederation of Football, known as CBF, is already looking for a new coach. But the truth is that they have been searching for a new coach for way before the World Cup started. That's because it was known that TT wouldn't stay as coach after the World Cup, whether Brazil managed to win or not. After the performance, it was more than certain for the fans that he should go. Before we talk who could be the next coach, first you need to understand that the Brazilians don't have the culture of maintaining the same coach for too long. It's extremely rare for a Brazilian coach stay for a long period of time, and usually after a World Cup comes a new coach. TT was the first in a long time to stay in a period of 6 years and coach the team in 2 World Cups in a row. But it was known that TT wouldn't stay after the 2022 World Cup because he wanted to have a change in his career. Just for example, Gareth Southgate is the England coach since 2016 and is going to stay until 2024. In Brazil, it's extremely rare to see managers that last this much time, whether it's because the fans demand a new coach or the coach wants to leave. In Brazil, it's not common to see a coach lasts more than the 4 years road until the World Cup or even less. Now, after the World Cup disastrous performance, the CBF is looking for a new person to lead the team. Among the most quoted by the sports media are Brazilians and foreigners who have had good campaigns in recent seasons. The main names supposedly are Dorival Jr., which did a great job at Flamengo, leading them to win the 2022 Copa Libertadores, but now is without a club. Abel Ferreira from Palmeiras, Mano Menezes from Internacional, Jorge Jesus from Fenerbahce, Pep Guardiola from Manchester City, and Carlo Ancelotti from Real Madrid. As a matter of fact, in an interview with Radio Grenal, the vice president of the CBF, Francisco Noveletto Neto, he stated that Guardiola was probed 3 years ago, but his contract values would have scared him. He said that Guardiola would accept coaching the Brazilian national team. However, his salary should be €24 million or 132 million reais per year, plus a bit more due to the fact that he would have to move to Brazil. I don't know if it's true, but I don't think it would be easy to take Guardiola out of Manchester City. It is understood that Pep will not work for any national team at the moment when he is in the top of club football, with a contract signed until 2025. Not just for Brazil, but for every national team is difficult to take a manager away from a big European club. The prestige of playing the Champions League every year, for example, is more attractive than playing the World Cup every 4 years. It is maybe the only chance the managers really have to shine and show their work when working for national teams. With that being said, reports from many Brazilian sites tell that the CBF is looking for a big name to substitute TT. One of their favorite names is Carlo Ancelotti. Then again, that is another tough mission because Ancelotti is the coach of none other than Real Madrid, one of the greatest football clubs of all time. According to a lot of Brazilian websites, there have been no proposals yet, but the CBF board will intensify conversations to formalize an offer for the Italian coach. Some newspapers say that the coach would like to coach Brazil, but just after the season's ending, and that the entity agrees to wait for the end of the European season to have the coach who runs Real Madrid. On an opposite note, Ancelotti just gave an interview in which he said he plans to stay at the Spanish club until his contract expires in June 2024, amid reports of a possible move to the Brazil national team after the departure of manager TT. The Italian manager said he remains focused on his current role at Madrid as the team looks to defend their La Liga, Spanish Super Cup and Champions League titles and prepare for the Club World Cup in February. Carlo Ancelotti told Italian Rai Radio 1 show, "I don't know what the future holds for me, I live day by day. At the moment, I'm happy in Madrid, we have a lot of objectives for this season. I have a contract until June 30, 2024, and, if Real Madrid don't sack me before then, I'm not going to move." Unfortunately, the truth is that the Brazil team still don't have a coach. The CBF issued an official note in which the entity's president, Ednaldo Rodrigues, disallows intermediaries from negotiating with coaches for the Brazilian men's soccer team. The confederation also reinforces that TT's replacement will only be announced in 2023. So until 2023 they won't announce anyone. In my opinion, I think that CBF need to find a foreign coach for the Brazilian team because the last years has showed that the Brazilian coaches are way behind from coaches from other nationalities. But I don't think it needs to be one big star, just an experienced one that knows how to build good offensive teams. If you look at Argentina, they found in Scaloni the perfect name and managed to win the World Cup, but he wasn't considered to be one of the greatest before this title. But for Brazil, I don't see a Brazilian coach to do for Brazil what Scaloni did for Argentina. My favorite Brazilian name would be Dorival Jr. because he is a coach that knows how to work with a strong attacking team. But then again, I would prefer they go for a foreign coach. I think it would be something cool to see. Imagine the Brazilian skills mixed with some European tactics. Now if you like this video, please click on subscribe and like our video. Tell us in the comments who do you think that should be the next Brazil coach. We are just starting this channel and we want to bring a lot of great contents for you to enjoy. I want to make a video doing a complete analysis on what happened to Brazil in this World Cup. So if you would like that, please help us subscribing to our channel. It would mean a lot and it would help us immensely. Until the next video, see ya.